Hey Gemini, I just pulled cards for you, and honestly, what came through is giving me chills right now. I need to share this with you because the energy around karma and divine justice is so strong in your reading today. Let me just shuffle through what the universe wants you to know about someone who hurt you and how the cosmic scales are balancing themselves out. So I asked the card specifically about this situation where someone wronged you, and the first card that came flying out is the Seven of Cups. Now, Gemini, this card is so fascinating because it is showing me that this person who hurt you has been living in complete delusion. They have been operating from a place of fantasy and illusion, thinking they could just do whatever they wanted without consequences. The Seven of Cups energy is all about someone being lost in their own head, making choices based on unrealistic expectations and honestly, just being completely disconnected from reality. What I am picking up here is that this person genuinely believed they could treat you poorly and just walk away unscathed. They were so caught up in their own illusions, their own version of events, their own justifications. Maybe they told themselves stories about why their behavior was okay, or maybe they convinced themselves that you deserved it, or that there would be no repercussions. The Seven of Cups is showing me someone who has been living in a fog, unable to see clearly, unable to understand the weight of their actions. But here is where it gets interesting, Gemini. The Seven of Cups also represents choices and options, and this person has been presented with multiple paths forward. They could have chosen accountability. They could have chosen growth. They could have chosen to make things right. Instead, they chose to stay in their delusion. They chose the fantasy over reality, and the universe has been taking notes this entire time. What I am also seeing with the Seven of Cups is that this person has been scattered, unfocused, possibly even trying to juggle multiple deceptive situations or relationships. They might have been playing games with several people, not just you. This card suggests someone who does not have a firm grasp on what is real and what is not. Someone who has been making questionable decisions left and right. The energy here is very much about someone who thought they were being clever, thought they were getting away with something. But really, they were just building a house of cards that was destined to collapse. The universe is showing me that while this person was busy in their fantasy world, creating illusions and living dishonestly, karma was quietly watching. Every choice they made in that delusional state, every time they picked the wrong cup, so to speak, they were actually sealing their own fate. The Seven of Cups can also indicate addiction or escapism, so this person might have been running from their own conscience, trying to avoid facing what they did to you. But you cannot run from universal law, Gemini. You just cannot. I want you to understand something really important here. This person's delusion is actually working against them now, because they refuse to see clearly, because they refuse to acknowledge their wrongdoing. They have no idea what is coming for them. They are completely unprepared for the karmic correction that is about to hit. When you live in fantasy, reality has a harsh way of snapping you back, and that snap is coming fast for this person. Okay, so the second card I pulled for you is the Seven of Swords. And Gemini, when I saw this card come up right after the Seven of Cups, I literally had to pause because the message is so clear. The Seven of Swords is the card of deception, theft, betrayal, and sneaky behavior. This card is confirming everything you already knew about this person. They were not honest with you. They were operating from a place of manipulation and deceit. Let me break down what the Seven of Swords is revealing about this situation. This person deliberately planned to hurt you or take advantage of you in some way. This was not accidental, Gemini. The Seven of Swords shows someone tiptoeing away with swords, being strategic about their betrayal. They calculated their moves, they thought about how to get what they wanted from you, and they executed their plan thinking they were being clever and that no one would catch on. The energy of the Seven of Swords is very much about someone who believes they are smarter than everyone else. This person thought they could outsmart karma, outsmart the universe, outsmart you. They probably felt quite proud of themselves, thinking they pulled off some master plan. Maybe they lied to your face while smiling. Maybe they took something from you, whether that was your time, your energy, your trust, your resources, or your peace of mind. Maybe they betrayed your confidence or spread lies about you behind your back. The Seven of Swords covers all forms of dishonesty and underhanded behavior. What I am picking up strongly here is that this person has been carrying a lot of guilt, whether they admit it or not. The Seven of Swords indicates that somewhere deep down, they know what they did was wrong. They might not be able to face it consciously because remember that Seven of Cups delusion we just talked about. but their subconscious knows, their soul knows, and that knowing is eating at them from the inside out. Here is what the universe wants you to understand, Gemini. Every time this person acted deceptively toward you, every lie they told, every manipulation they pulled, every sneaky move they made, it was all being recorded in the cosmic ledger. The Seven of Swords might represent someone getting away temporarily, but that word temporarily is crucial. This card often appears when someone thinks they have escaped consequences, but really they have just delayed them. They thought they were running away successfully, but they were actually running toward their own reckoning. The Seven of Swords is also showing me that this person may have been talking about you behind your back or trying to damage your reputation. They might have been stealing your ideas, your opportunities, or your credit for things. There is an energy here of someone trying to make themselves look good while making you look bad. They were trying to get ahead by pushing you down. Classic Seven of Swords behavior. But here is the thing about the Seven of Swords, and this is where the justice comes in. This card has a built-in warning. When you take swords that do not belong to you, when you sneak around and deceive people, those swords eventually turn on you. What you steal, you lose twice over. What you gain through deception cannot be kept. The universe does not allow ill-gotten gains to prosper long-term. I am seeing that this person is about to be exposed, Gemini. The Seven of Swords in the context of karmic justice means that their deception is coming to light. Whatever they have been hiding, whatever lies they have been telling, whatever false image they have been projecting, it is about to crumble. Truth has a way of revealing itself, and the reveal is imminent for this person. People are going to see them for who they really are, and it is not going to be pretty. Now, the third card that came through is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is where things get really interesting, because this card is about slow, steady, inevitable consequences. Gemini. If karma was a person, it would be the Knight of Pentacles in this reading. Let me tell you why this card is so significant here. The Knight of Pentacles is the most reliable, methodical, persistent knight in the entire tarot deck. This knight does not rush, does not skip steps, does not forget, and does not quit. Once the Knight of Pentacles starts moving toward a goal, that goal will be reached. It might take time, it might be a slow process, but it is absolutely certain. This is the energy of karma working in your situation right now. What the universe is showing me with the Knight of Pentacles is that karmic justice is not coming in some dramatic, flashy way. It is coming in a methodical, structured, absolutely thorough way. Every single thing this person did to you is being accounted for. Every lie, every manipulation, every moment of pain they caused you, it is all being addressed by the universe. The Knight of Pentacles does not miss details. This knight is meticulous and thorough. I am also picking up that this karma is material and tangible. The Knight of Pentacles rules the physical realm, the earthly plane, the material world. Whatever this person took from you, whatever they gained through their deception, it is being removed from their life. If they advanced their career by stepping on you, that advancement is being reversed. If they took your money or resources, their own finances are about to take hits. If they damaged your reputation, their own reputation is about to be destroyed. The Knight of Pentacles ensures that karmic balance is restored in very real, very visible ways. The Knight of Pentacles is also showing me that this person cannot run from this karma. This knight is persistent. Even if this person tries to start over somewhere new, tries to reinvent themselves, tries to escape, the consequences will follow them. The Knight of Pentacles energy is like a slow-moving boulder rolling down a hill. It might not be fast, but it is powerful, unstoppable, and when it hits, the impact is massive. What I love about the Knight of Pentacles in this position is that it represents divine timing. The universe is not reactive or impulsive. Karma does not operate on human timelines or emotional urgency. It operates on perfect timing, and that perfect timing is now. Everything has been building to this moment. All the evidence has been gathered. All the cosmic paperwork has been filed. The Knight of Pentacles is delivering the verdict, and the sentence is being carried out as we speak. I am also seeing with the Knight of Pentacles that this person is going to experience consequences in their work life, their financial situation, their material stability, and their daily routines. The things they took for granted, the security they thought they had, it is all being shaken up. The Knight of Pentacles brings changes that are lasting and structural. This is not a temporary setback for them. This is a fundamental restructuring of their reality. The fourth card that appeared is the High Priestess and Gemini. When this card shows up in a karma reading, you know something powerful is at play. The High Priestess represents divine feminine energy, intuition, hidden knowledge, and most importantly, she represents the unseen forces of the universe that govern spiritual law. This card is telling me that what happened to you was witnessed on a soul level, and cosmic justice is being administered by the highest spiritual authorities. The High Priestess sits between the pillars of light and dark, holding the balance of universal law. She is the guardian of karma, the keeper of records, the one who sees everything even when it is hidden from human eyes. This person who hurt you thought their actions were secret, thought they were hidden, thought no one would know or care. But the High Priestess knew. She saw every single thing that transpired, and she has been preparing the appropriate response. What I am picking up strongly with the High Priestess is that there is divine feminine energy protecting you in this situation, Gemini. Whether you identify as male, female, or non-binary, the universe has assigned feminine protective forces to your case. These could be actual women in your life who are going to play a role in this person facing consequences, or it could be the energy of the divine feminine, which includes intuition, truth, and natural law. The High Priestess is showing me that you knew something was off about this person, even if you could not quite put your finger on it. Your intuition was trying to warn you, and even if you did not listen at first or gave them the benefit of the doubt, your inner knowing was accurate. The High Priestess is validating your intuition right now. She is saying you were right to feel what you felt, right to sense what you sensed, and right to recognize that something was wrong with how this person treated you. Here is what is really powerful about the High Priestess in this reading. She represents secrets coming to light, but not in a loud or obvious way. The High Priestess reveals truth through quiet knowing, through sudden clarity, through information that comes to light in unexpected ways. This person's deception is being revealed through spiritual means, through their own subconscious betraying them, through their own guilty conscience, through dreams, through slips of the tongue, through their own energy giving them away. I am also seeing that the High Priestess represents mystery and the unknown, and right now this person is in the dark about what is coming for them. They have no idea that karmic forces are aligning against them. They are operating from ignorance while you are being supported by cosmic wisdom. The High Priestess has given you the gift of sight, the ability to see this situation clearly, while they remain blind to their own approaching downfall. The High Priestess is also connected to the moon, to cycles, to natural timing. Just as the moon controls the tides, the High Priestess is controlling the timing of this karmic event. Everything is unfolding according to divine order, according to spiritual law that cannot be manipulated or negotiated with. This person cannot charm their way out of this, cannot lie their way out of this, cannot manipulate their way out of this. The High Priestess is unmoved by human deception. She serves only truth. What I am also picking up is that the High Priestess may be bringing prophetic dreams or intuitive downloads to you during this time. Gemini, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your gut feelings. Pay attention to synchronicities. The High Priestess is communicating with you on a soul level, showing you that justice is being served, helping you understand the bigger spiritual picture of why this all happened. There are lessons here, growth here, and the High Priestess is guiding you through the spiritual meaning of this experience. The fifth card is death, and Gemini, before anyone panics, this is not about physical death. The death card in tarot is about transformation, endings, and complete cycles finishing. In the context of karma and justice, this card is incredibly powerful because it represents the total transformation that this person is about to undergo as a result of their actions. What they knew, what they had, who they were, it is all dying away to make room for their karmic lesson. The death card is showing me that this person is entering a period of complete ego death and life restructuring. Everything they built on lies and deception is collapsing. Every false relationship, every ill-gotten gain, every advantage they took unfairly, it is all being stripped away. The death card does not do anything halfway. When this card appears, it means total transformation, complete endings, full cycle completion. What I am picking up with the death card is that this person literally cannot continue being who they have been. The universe is forcing them to transform because their current way of operating is no longer sustainable. They built their life on sand, and now the tide is coming in to wash it all away. The Death card represents the natural consequence of living out of alignment with truth and integrity. Here is what is so powerful about the Death card in this position. It represents irreversible change. Once the Death card does its work, there is no going back to the old way. This person cannot return to who they were before they hurt you. They cannot undo the karma they set in motion. They are being forced through a transformation whether they want it or not, and transformation is rarely comfortable. The Death card is ruled by Scorpio energy, which is all about things that happen in the dark, in secret, under the surface. This person thought they were operating in the shadows successfully, but Scorpio energy rules the shadows. They entered Scorpio territory when they chose deception, and now Scorpio energy is showing them what real power in the darkness looks like. The Scorpion strikes when you least expect it, and this person is about to feel that sting. I am also seeing with the Death card that this person is losing their old identity. However they saw themselves, whatever story they told themselves about who they are, that identity is dying. If they saw themselves as smart and clever because they thought they got away with hurting you, that self-image is crumbling. If they saw themselves as successful because of what they stole or manipulated, that success is being revealed as hollow. The Death card strips away illusions about the self, and that is one of the most painful experiences a person can go through. The Death card also represents grief, and this person is going to grieve what they lose through this karmic correction. They are going to grieve their reputation, their relationships, their opportunities, their false sense of security. But here is the thing, Gemini. That grief is necessary. It is part of their karmic lesson. They need to feel loss so they can understand the loss they caused you. They need to experience endings so they can comprehend the way they ended your peace, your trust, your sense of safety. The sixth and final card is Seven of Wands and Gemini. This card just brought everything full circle for me because the Seven of Wands is showing me that you are being spiritually defended and that this person is about to face opposition from every direction. The Seven of Wands depicts someone standing on higher ground, fighting off 6 other wands coming at them from below. This is the position your wrongdoer is in right now. They are about to be challenged from multiple angles, and they are going to have to defend themselves against the consequences of their own actions. The Seven of Wands is the card of defense and standing your ground, but in this reading, it is showing that this person is in a defensive position they created for themselves. They are fighting battles on all fronts now. Remember how I mentioned they might have been deceiving multiple people with that Seven of Swords energy? Well, the Seven of Wands is showing me that all those chickens are coming home to roost at the same time. Multiple people are seeing through them, multiple situations are blowing up in their face, multiple areas of their life are under attack. What the universe is showing me with the Seven of Wands is that this person is exhausted. Fighting karma is the most exhausting battle anyone can fight because you cannot win. The Seven of Wands shows someone who is barely holding on, using all their energy just to keep from being completely overwhelmed. This is what happens when you accumulate karmic debt. Eventually you have to pay it all back with interest, and the collection process is draining. I am picking up that this person is facing opposition from unexpected places. People they thought were on their side are turning against them. Situations they thought were secure are becoming unstable. Opportunities they thought were guaranteed are disappearing. The Seven of Wands shows that they are in a constant state of having to defend, explain, justify, and protect themselves. There is no peace for them right now, and there will not be until they fully face what they did and make amends, which honestly might never happen given their Seven of Cups delusion. The Seven of Wands is also showing me that while this person is fighting external battles, they are also fighting an internal battle with their own conscience. They are defending themselves against their own guilt, their own knowing, their own soul's attempt to get them to acknowledge their wrongdoing. This is creating massive internal conflict and stress. They cannot even find peace within themselves, let alone in their external world. What I love about the Seven of Wands in this final position is that it shows this person is alone in their battle. The figure in the Seven of Wands stands alone on that hill. Nobody is coming to help them. No allies are rushing to their defense. They isolated themselves through their own actions, and now they are facing the consequences alone. Meanwhile, you have the High Priestess, death transformation supporting your growth, and the Knight of Pentacles delivering your justice. You have spiritual support while they have spiritual accountability. The Seven of Wands also indicates that this person is going to have to work for everything now. Nothing comes easy when you are constantly in defensive mode. Every step forward requires immense effort. Every day is a struggle. This is karmic justice in action. They took the easy way by deceiving and hurting you. So now the universe is making everything hard for them. They wanted shortcuts, so now they get the long, difficult road. Gemini, I need you to really absorb what these cards are telling you. The karma here is real, it is active, and it is unstoppable. The Seven of Cups showed their delusion. The Seven of Swords revealed their deception. The Knight of Pentacles confirmed karmic delivery. The High Priestess revealed divine oversight. Death promised complete transformation, and Seven of Wands showed their current battle with consequences. This person is in the middle of their karmic storm, and you are being spiritually protected and vindicated. You do not need to do anything. You do not need to seek revenge. You do not need to expose them or confront them. The universe is handling this completely. Your job is to heal, to grow, to move forward, and to trust that cosmic justice is real and it is working. This reading is your confirmation that you were not wrong about this person, that your pain was valid, and that balance is being restored. I hope this reading brought you some peace and confirmation, Gemini. The cards are so clear about the karmic correction happening for this person who wronged you. Trust the process, trust the universe, and know that you are protected.